works a regular $12.50 per hour. That is what? Regular rate. Regular rate is $12.50 per hour. His regular time is 40 hours for the week. It means that anything over 40 hours, that is going to be called what? Overtime. Anything over 40 hours is overtime. His regular time is 40 hours for the week. Overtime is paid at time and a half. Overtime is paid at time and a half. If you work 47 hours for the week, we are going to calculate, first of all, his regular pay. Now, how am I going to calculate regular pay? How do I calculate regular pay? Somebody, what do I do to calculate regular pay? It is regular hour. Let's go with that. I'm going to take his regular hour, which is how many hours? Regular hour, 40 hours. And I'm going to multiply that by his regular rates, which is $12.50. And please put in the dollar sign. His regular hour is 40 hours. His regular rate is $12.50. And so I am now going to multiply $12.50 by 40. I put the 40 to the bottom because it's going to be easier for me to multiply, because this is a zero. When I'm multiplying with a number that has only one number and a zero, all I have to do is put this zero right here. Then I go 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20, 0 carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8 and 2, 10, 0 carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. It's 2 decimal place. So his regular pay, here it goes, his regular pay is going to be what? $500. Regular pay, $500. How did I say I get it again? Regular rate times regular hour is going to give me regular pay. What was his regular rate? $12.50 an hour. What's his regular hour? 40 hours. So I am multiplying 40 times $12.50. And I get $500. Remember I said pay attention to the decimal and make sure you put in the decimal point at the right place so that my figure is not more than what it's supposed to be or less than what it's supposed to be. Understand that? So I have 2 decimal points in this problem, 2 decimal places, and I'm always counting from the back. 2 decimal places, but stop me right there. Okay, so I get answer for number 1, regular pay. Okay, good. Now, the next thing they ask us to find, so I can clean this. Just pay attention to what we had here for regular pay, because we're going to need that later when we go back to calculating his total pay. Next thing they ask us for is his overtime rate. So how do I work overtime pay? Overtime rates. I am going to take regular rates, which is what? It's regular rate, which is $12.50. And I'm going to multiply that by overtime. Overtime rate. What did we say overtime is supposed to be paid at? Overtime is?
1.5.
Time and a half. And time and a half, I said, is 1.5. So it's 1.5 times his regular pay. That's how I'm going to get the overtime rate. 1.5 times regular. And I said to you all, in order to make it easy, mathematically, because you got to use your brain in the exam to do the multiplication, multiply by 1.5 So now I take $12.50 and I multiply that by 1.5. Let's go with the multiplication. 5 times 0?
0.
5 times 5?
25.
25. I'm going to write down 5 and I'm going to carry the 2. 5 times 2?
10.
Plus 2?
12.
Write down the 2 and I'm going to carry 1. 5 times 1?
5.
Plus 1?
6.
6. Finish with that.
Placeholder.
Put the 0 on my holding and I do 1 times 0.
0.
1 times 5.
5.
1 times 2.
2.
And 1 times 1.
1.
Okay, now I'm going to add both of these. I have 0, 5, 7, 8, and 1. How many decimal places do I have in this problem?
3.
3. 1, 2 at the
1875.
top and 1, so I go 1, 2, 3. So this is $18.75. So his overtime rate is $18.75. I don't need to put that 0 in. Yes, an overtime rate of $18.75. Okay, so I have regular pay, I have overtime rate. Now I'm going to work his overtime pay. Now, how am I going to get overtime pay?
1875 times by 47.
It's going to be overtime hours times overtime rate. And my overtime pay, I take my overtime hours and I multiply it by my overtime pay. What was his overtime hours? Now all they told us is that he worked 47 hours for the week. Now what should have been his regular hours?
40.
40. So what would be his overtime hours?
7 hours.
7 hours. So he has 7 overtime hours. And his overtime rate, we work that out as $18.75. So now I'm going to multiply 18.75 by 7. Let's go. 7 times 5?
35.
35. I'm going to write on the 5. Carry the 3. 7 times 7?
49.
49 plus 3?
52.
52. Write on the 2. Carry the 5. 7 times 8?
56.
56 plus 5?
61.
61. Write on the 1. Carry the 6. 7 times 1?
7.
7 plus 6?
13.
13. And how many decimal places this one has?
2.
2. So his overtime pay is $131.25. So we go to the final, which is going to be his total pay. Now, how do I get total pay?
You add the overtime with the regular rate.
Total pay is overtime pay. So this one is total pay. It's going to be regular pay, which was what? What was his regular pay? $500. His regular pay was $500. To that, I'm going to add his overtime pay. And what was the overtime pay? $131.25. $131.25. That's a 2-5, that's a 1, that's a 3, that's a 6. So his total pay for this week would have been $631.25. Notice I'm putting in my dollar sign here. Don't forget to put in the dollar sign. So let's just quickly go over what we had to learn. We had to learn how to calculate regular pay. How do I calculate regular pay? Regular rate times regular hour. In this case, his regular hour was 40 hours and his regular rate was $12.50. $12.50 times 40 and we got his regular pay. Then we had to calculate overtime rate. We had to take the regular pay and we multiplied by whatever rate they said overtime is supposed to be. Overtime in this case was said to be time and a half. So it is going to be $12.50, which is his regular pay, multiplied by 1.5, which is overtime rate, and that would have given us his overtime pay. Then, to find out what's his total overtime pay, we are going to take his overtime hours, which in this case was 7 hours, and we're going to multiply it by his overtime rate, which we worked out to be $18.75, and that would have given us his overtime salary for the week. And finally, we're going to work out, so what is his total pay for the week? And that we're going to take regular pay, to that we're going to add overtime pay, and this is called his total pay, which is sometimes referred to as his take-home pay. Sometimes, because there are other times when there are what? Deductions. And if there are deductions, then this would not be his take-home pay, because we would now have to subtract. So if he has to pay national insurance, for example, we'd have to find the percentage for national insurance and subtract it from the total pay in order to get his take-home